Kuhn. And hello, everyone, and welcome again to the Trace Amigos Talk Show. We appreciate each and every one of you. Tell us where you're from. Tell us what you got in beard or on your skin, either or. We are so excited for tonight's show. Dino and Chief, I'm excited. I really love this company, Kuhn Products, and it is an honor to have them on, and can't wait to talk to Chris and let everybody get to know him. If you haven't heard from this company, guys, you need to check them out, but we'll get more into that in just a second. I want to say hello to my two dear friends, the Bearded Chief and the Tactical Santa. Fellas, what is going on? Chief.
Well, normally I'm like, yeah, I had a great week, went to the gym, blah, 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 right? we had a really bad storm, and it happened in the middle of my daughter's baby shower at my house. So it started to get a little windy. And we're all on the back porch. There's people in the kitchen. There's people in the living room. There's people out in the garage yard. A lot of people. It started getting a little windy, so we all moved into the house. Then everybody's phone started going off. Yeah. There's a tornado alert, 80-mile-an-hour plus winds. So when you looked out the window and you just seen white from rain and branches, okay, everybody, get down to the basement. Yeah. So there was 35 people in this little rec room. For, 20 minutes or so until this blew over. Wow. And then we didn't have any power for days, and I got it back on last night. So
we're just thankful you guys are okay. Nobody was, hey, we can all live without power for a day or two. That's just an inconvenience. Yeah. But hey, as long as you guys are healthy and all in one piece, that's all we care about.
Shout out to them linemen, man. Those guys work their butts off. Appreciate them.
100%. Mm-hmm. Dino.
Had a good week, got a lot of stuff done. Started the process of trademarking the Tactical Santa, so that's going good. Had a fun night last night. Probably Chief and Santa probably would have been a lot more fun if you would have been there, but I got to see AC/DC live last night at Ford Field, so that was a fun time, rocking out, brought back a lot of memories. And, man, just been a great week. Been getting a lot of stuff done. Spending time with some friends, having fun, and now I get to have an awesome night spending time with more friends. So yeah, awesome week.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure, and what makes my week, guys, everybody in the chat, what makes my week even better is these surprise phone calls. We'll talk to each other during the week too, but that just makes my day when we get to talk to these two and just absolutely appreciate and love both of them. So we are so thankful you guys are here. I do want to talk about a couple things. Don't forget to join the Bearded Respect tonight, right after our show. They're having a community night, I believe, Chief. Is that correct? Special guests, or anonymous guests and games and just things like that. So please make sure you go support the Bearded Respect, which I already know. If you're here, you're more than likely you're supporting the Bearded Respect. So please go support our good friends over there. And also, I want to talk about the Monday Night Mayhem. This week, they have Copper John's Melissa on. Melissa is a good friend of the Trace Amigos show. We absolutely love and adore her and her husband, Garrett, and thank both of them for what they do. So make sure you check that out Monday night. And Chief and Dino, remind me again what time.
7:00 Eastern Standard Time on my YouTube channel. And it'll be myself, Bearded Chief, and the Bearded Bishop, along with Melissa from Copper John's, my neighbor, which I just found out about a week and a half ago. Very cool. It's going to be a fun time.
Yeah. we go. Got some sound effects. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, okay. And guys, if you're interested, if you're not busy, I know it's a lot to ask on a Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Like nobody's got anything else better to do, but feel free to join me. This week, I have Mrs. Claus Vintage herself, Shawn White. She is a professional Mrs. Claus, as well as a longtime theater actress and just all around amazing individual. She has started her own talk show called The Claus Connect. She talks about and loves all things Christmas and Santa, just like I do, and Mrs. Claus. So if you're interested and would just want to just check and find out what Shawn is all about, please check the show out, and as well as the Monday Night Mayhem. Guys, if you don't have anything else, say hi to the chat and bring our guest in.
Say hello.
Hello.
Hey, guys, Baker, appreciate you, brother. You always seem like Pud. Hey, brother.
Hey,
David
Pud.
Rose.
What's going on, Pud?
Now we can start the show.
Frickin' brag.
Chief and Dino, I know I've told both of you this, but it was because of Bob and Terry that I found this company, and am so thankful and appreciate Bob so much for reaching out to me. And I know this company is special to him. I've already talked to Chris from Kuhn about Bob and Terry. He knows them, and very thankful for them. So appreciate you guys being here as always. Hey, Santa Allen, how you doing? Thank you so much for your support, man.
Yep.
Jeff Hyman.
Hi, Jeff.
What's up, brother? And okay, everybody saying hello to each other. Appreciate you guys checking in on each other.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, brother?
What's going on?
Beard Co. What's going on, Blake?
Hi, Blake.
All right, and Frankie.
Frankie.
Hey, look, Frankie is another loyalist, man. He's just there to support. Appreciate you so much. I'm learning a lot from him, whether he knows it or not, about some companies that I've been sleeping on. Hey, babysitter Jess.
Hello.
How are you guys? If I miss you, I'm so sorry. I will try to catch up everything. What's going on, Jordan?
Hey.
Hey, Chris.
What's up,
How you
Chris?
doing, brother?
Come on, Chief.
There you go. Hey, Ronnie.
Ronnie.
What's going on? We got something special coming up for Flaming Beard. I tell you, I'm absolutely loving it. All right. Hey, Jacob. What's going on, brother?
What up, Jacob?
Stacy.
Stacy.
Santa's
Hey.
in trouble. You're in trouble.
I try to be good around her. Hey, what's going on, brother? How you doing, man? Thank you. I love these other beard companies come in to support other beard companies, right?
100. 100.
Yeah, man, it's just so neat. Got several in here right now, and I think I am caught up. Don't forget, if you want to see some super cool guys with beards talking wrestling Sunday, yes. Dino, real quick, tell us about that. I'm sorry, that totally slipped my mind.
No worries. It's Sunday, 7 p.m. It's myself and Chris from Elegant Sasquatch. We have a wrestling show on my YouTube channel at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Sunday. We talk about wrestling. We talk about all sorts of fun stuff. So if you got time, check it out. We have a great time on that show. It'll be episode number 2 this Sunday.
So there's no actual wrestling.
I was going to say, yeah.
Well, we got to work ourselves up to where we can take on Chief, because Chief's a big, Chief's got the guns. So Chris and I are in training still. We can't wrestle Chief yet.
What kind of costume?
I think, I don't know, maybe luchador style, but I think the beard would give it away, though. I think you'd see the beard under the mask give it away, So
I think I'll have for our match, I'll have Jacob make me a mask.
A leather mask.
Yeah.
There we go.
Hey, John Fox.
John Fox.
What's up, brother? Okay, guys, I'm about to welcome Chris in from Kuhn, but I do want to let everybody know that he was gracious enough to put out if you have not tried him, or even if you have and want to get a hold of a good deal, he has put on a discount code for tonight, and that is Amigos 30 will save you 30%. 30. Not 10, not 20, 30.
30.
So please take advantage of that. And guys, without further ado, please welcome our guest, Chris, founder of Kuhn Products.
Hey, oh, wait, hold on. Hello.
You need theme music, man.
The best, like I always tell people, man, the best part about wearing a cowboy hat is not the actual wearing of the cowboy hat. It's what you do with it. It's hello, ma'am.
Hello.
Howdy.
Howdy,
Hello,
buddy.
folks. Nice to meet you. You know, like it's that kind of thing. That's the best part about it is the taking it off.
I can
Anyway,
honestly say
what's
I've
up?
never worn one. I don't think I have a head for it.
Here's the problem. That's why I wear a cowboy hat now, because my head is so big that regular hats don't fit this noggin. And they look terrible. So I was like, all right, let's go with the cowboy hat. So this one, yeah. Some people are blessed with looking fantastic in a baseball cap.
Yeah.
Some of us are not.
Yeah, I got a dome too. It's like 7 7/8. It's quite a large.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about then. So when
Yeah,
everybody's
yeah.
like, here, try this hat. And you're like, no, don't even bother. It's not
Yeah,
gonna fit.
no.
Yeah, I know. I feel your pain.
All my hats in the service, they were always on the shelf to buy because nobody had the big head. So I was like, oh, there's mine. You know.
Yeah, man, I know. That's the thing. That's the thing. Anywhere you go, like I got big feet too, right? So whenever I go bowling, I'm like, yeah, size 13. They rarely get used, you know.
Mhm.
Like it's like there's some advantages to it. Most of the time, it's crap, man. Big heads, yeah, it sucks. In my opinion.
Yeah. So Dino, you got anything before we start these rapid fire this and that?
What's up, everybody in the chat? How are we?
You ready for some questions, Chief? Is what you're saying?
I'm ready. Are you ready?
I am ready.
All right. Why don't you go first?
Hit
today?
me up.
Alrighty. Would you rather have a beard that smells like bacon grease forever, or never grow past a goatee again?
You know, I would probably say, yeah, not grow past a goatee again. I had a goatee. I used to rock a goatee, you know, since like, well, it's just like my senior year of high school. Yeah, I had a goatee forever. I'd be fine with that.
Yeah. All right.
Then again, you know, you shave your beard and you're like, oh, there's some extra skin down here or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta have a nice jawline for it. I'm like, hopefully I still got it. Anyway.
Dino, if you ask me that, I would go with the bacon all dang day. Yeah.
Yeah. The only problem is, I think if my beard smelled like bacon, I'd want to eat it all day long. So.
Well, that's another thing too. You'd probably go nose blind after a while. Like you wouldn't even smell anymore. It's like, oh, you smell like bacon. You're like, oh, you did? I did? Oh, I didn't even notice.
That's a good question. I like that one, Dino. Okay, Chris, you ready? All right, I just gave you a new GPS. Okay. There's only 2 voices to pick from. Are you ready? Fran Drescher or Beaker from the Muppets?
Oh.
Those are 2 awful choices, man.
Uh-huh.
Probably I'd probably go with Fran Drescher, man. That's just so terrible. It'd probably make me laugh literally every time.
Well, you can't understand Beaker half the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And it's that high-pitched beeping noise. I'm just like, I'd rather hear Fran Drescher.
Yeah.
I'd rather hear that. That made me laugh.
Good choice. Good choice.
Yeah, I think so.
Alrighty. Label every scent with your high school photo, or every scent name is a Taylor Swift lyric.
Dude, I would go with that Taylor Swift for sure. I would do that for sure. Yeah, that'd be dope. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. If I had pictures of myself and my high school picture on there, we're not selling any oil, man.
No, man. Yeah, you know. Yeah, no,
Man.
selling. Yeah, exactly.
High school, I had the best hair. Yeah, the best hair. It was feathered.
Mm-hmm.
It was nice. It was nice.
Those are the days.
Okay, Chris, would you rather walk up to a group of Hell's Angels by yourself and kick one of their bikes over, or tell your spouse, yes, honey, your butt does look big in those pants?
Oh, dude, for sure. I tell my wife the truth. Hell yeah.
I would kick that motorcycle.
Oh man. Yeah, I feel like I feel like if I did the motorcycle thing, they're just all like, "What the hell are you doing?" And I'd be looking at them like, "I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Why did I just do that?"
They'd
Like,
probably leave you alone and respect you, though. They'd be like,
yeah,
"This guy's
maybe. Yeah,
crazy."
I don't know. They either or I get beat up. Maybe it depends how
Oh,
drunk
yeah.
they are. But
You're definitely going to get beat up.
no, but it's more. Matt's more about proving the point. Like my wife, I keep it real with her, but she also knows when she doesn't look so good in something, whatever. But
Yeah.
I keep it real. Yeah.
Well,
Just
good
like
for
how
you.
my wife would keep it real with me.
Good
Like the
for
other
you.
day, I had the shirt that's a little bit tight, and she was like, "Your gut's kind of sticking out." I was like, "Dang it!" So I changed
Into a medium?
into a different shirt so that the business is tight. It's like, thanks for calling me out, babe. Like I don't care, you know what I mean?
Wow.
Oh man.
Okay, solid. Very solid.
Yep.
Yeah. But man, we've been married. Jim, I love my wife, man. We've been married 21 years. This
Rookie.
this month, man, May.
Yeah, you
21
better not
years.
forget that.
Yeah. Well, I was like, it's April, right? I'm like, no, I guess it's May. No, we don't. We always do something cool, man. I love our anniversary. So I'll tell you a quick story. So we got married after we met at this little school called Snow College in central Utah. Okay. And we moved to San Francisco. I worked just summer job that summer. Then the next year we went to San Francisco, just doing some summer jobs. I think I was selling like satellite door to door. Terrible. Anyway, we were downtown San Francisco. Like, hey, it's our 1 year anniversary. Let's go eat somewhere. So we went and ate at this top of this. It was like a Hilton Hotel, really nice restaurant. And we just got married. Like we didn't have much money, you know what I mean? But I was like, hey, let's just spend a ton of money. Let's put on a credit card. And by ton, like, let's just spend whatever it's going to cost. Let's just get what we want and put on the credit card and just have a good time for a 1 year, right? No, we didn't have much. So we had a nice dinner. And it was like $300, you know, it wasn't crazy, but we started to do that, right? Like every year we'd go somewhere, a nice restaurant, even if we couldn't afford it, and just put on a credit card because we wanted to sort of have that tradition. Right. And so it's been fun to kind of pick new restaurants and stuff like that. But then a couple of years ago, we threw in when COVID hit, we threw in a little wrench. So we like, hey, let's just go on an adventure. So we went camping down in southern Utah for a couple of days, and just her and I with the kids at home went exploring some like slot canyons and stuff. So nice. now it's come to the point where it's like, all right, what do you want to do? Do you want to go to a restaurant, or should we go explore somewhere in southern Utah? And so that's what we'll probably figure out over the coming weeks. But yeah, man, cool. My wife's dope, dude. I love my wife. I hate my kids. My kids are brats, but I love my wife.
Oh my goodness. Dino, are you up?
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Only allowed to name scents after your exes or after gas station snacks.
Oh, dude, gas station snacks for sure, bro. Come on. Man, I live on that stuff, bro. I live on that stuff.
What would be your first one you do? What one?
Well, out here we got Maverick gas stations. Solid places, man. Nothing like what some of y'all got in the South, like Texas. There's some like crazy gas stations that are like super dope. But anyway, but that's like our better ones. But so I would get, man, I'd probably name it after Maverick something, or one of their burritos. I get a burrito there quite often. Yeah, or something like that.
Nice.
Yeah, definitely, man. Yeah, man, being married for 21 years, I don't remember if I remember all the names of my exes. That would be tricky.
35 years for me and Mrs. Bearded Chief.
Oh, congrats, man.
Yeah, I know. I only look like I'm 21.
He still gets carded at the gas station. He still gets carded.
I do. Oh my good, Chris, you ready? You ready? Tell a random stranger a deep, dark secret about yourself, or ask for directions when you're lost.
Man, telling a stranger a deep, dark secret, that would be kind of cool. Like that sounds like the beginning of a cool book or something.
None of us will ask for directions. So
yeah,
very good answer.
Yeah, people should be asking me for directions. What are they asking directions for?
Well, see, in Ohio, we don't tell you miles. It's about 5 minutes, and then we don't tell you street names. We'll say, you see the big oak tree that got hit by lightning? You want to turn left there, and the old barn that's got the mail pouch painting on the side, turn right there. That's how we do in Ohio. 5 minutes, burnt tree, mail pouch.
Yeah, and then my wife be like, "What do you say?" Like, I don't know. I'll find it.
Right.
I don't know. He was speaking Ohio or something.
Yeah. I'll find it. I don't need directions. I'll find it.
Goodness gracious.
Get stuck in traffic during a live drop, or forget the scent formula and have to wing it.
What was the second one?
Or forget the scent formula and have to wing it.
That's a big one. Forget the scent formula and have to wing it. Yeah. If I'm stuck in traffic, whatever. I'm stuck in traffic all the time. Like, yeah, wing it.
Norfolk was bad.
Yeah, I'm trying to be a politician, so I'm trying to learn how to wing it on everything. Just joking. Not just joking, everybody. That's a joke.
No, speaking of that, when I retire, a wife's like, "What are you going to do?" And I said, "I think I'm going to run for mayor of my hometown here." She laughed at me. I said, "Babe, I'm serious. It's not a big town. I mean, how hard would being a mayor of this tiny little town be?" She thought it was funny. I was like, "Wow, way to support your man."
Yeah, dude, that would be a trip, man. That would be a trip. We were down chatting with the mayor of Ogden, which is a city just north of me. This was like a month or two ago. He just happened to get his haircut, and we were chatting with him. That'd be a trip, man, of a job. Mayor of a city, large or small, man. That'd be a trip.
Getting your hair cut? That hurt, man. That hurt.
Yeah.
All right, Chris. I've got 1.5 more. All right. You get picked to be the voice of a new cartoon character, okay? It's either Snarf from the Thundercats or Papa Smurf.
Snarf from the Thundercats. Snarf.
Yes!
Man. I got it.
Yes!
Yes.
Nailed
Solid.
Right.
All day.
Dude, that show was so good.
Right?
Doesn't get the respect it deserves, in my opinion.
It does not.
That's anime crap. You could watch Thundercats. Moonra, dude, that guy was scary, dude.
Yeah.
Freaked me out as a kid, man.
Make a scent called Uncle Randy's Van or Basement Mist.
Oh, dear.
Oh, my God.
You know, actually, dude, I'd probably go with Basement Mist because I work down out of my basement now, and I'm not joking. When I come down here, all the just however many scents there are in this room, like I'm like, so my Basement Mist smells freaking amazing. So probably that. Yeah, I would probably do that just because it kind of makes sense for me. But yeah, I still don't like those names though.
How many vans have you gotten into with the sign that says free beard oil? That's what I want. 10 millimeter socket.
Oh, dude, do you know what that reminds me of? Oh, can I just vent here about something? It's not so prevalent now as it was, at least I remember in high school. So this was like late 90s, right? Mm-hmm. Did you guys ever come across those guys? It seems like the time I run into at a gas station and they've got this cologne in the back of their truck and they're like, "Hey man, you wear cologne?"
Yep.
Yeah, we're cologne. Well, let me check these colognes out that I got that smell just like the whatever, right? Dude, and they would spray me. I'd be like, and I love cologne, right? Like even when I was younger, so I'd be like, all right, let me smell it. It'd be like, oh, it smells just like Calvin Klein does. I'd be like, dude, that smells nothing like what are you trying to pull on it, man? This crap. Oh, those guys freaking bug the heck out of me. I don't know if they do that so much anymore, but that used to just bug the hell out of me.
Tom, you could probably concur with this, and everybody in the chats that was in the military. Every place you go to, somebody's selling a cologne and they're spraying it on you, and it smells like such and such.
100%. Yeah, especially over the Middle East. Yeah, you've seen it all.
Dude, there are some just terrible colognes out there, man, and they're all.
But I mean, you get it for $5. $5. Okay, Chris. Chris, this is my last one. This is the half of one. Okay. Right. I want you to invent something right now.
I would invent a I would invent, because I wear contacts, right? And I I also need reading glasses. And I have to also wear sunglasses, right? I want a pair of sunglasses because they have the shade ones that whatever get dark and stuff, but they take quite a while. I want instant dark, instant light. That's what I want invented so that I can just wear one pair of glasses and never have to take them off.
Like a welding hood.
Yeah. Or I guess I'll take it even further than that, but then I can hit a button and it changes to a cool new shape. So the sunglasses are cool instead of just wearing my regular glasses. But when I'm inside, I don't need cool looking sunglasses. So I want them to form back into regular reading glasses. That's what I would do.
Trans spectacles.
There you go.
Yeah. Transformers. More than meets the
exactly,
eye.
Man. Exactly. But they would be part of the Autobots then because they'd be good.
Yeah, they'd be cool. Right. Would they make it sound? That'd be cool.
Maybe like the first couple times on our product. All right, that's
enough. Dino, I'm done with my this or that. You got any more?
Last question. You get one collab partner. One of the Tres Amigos or Guy Fieri?
Man, is this a setup?
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's a good question because I like Guy Fieri. I would say
he doesn't like
Guy Fieri, man, but because he seems like a cool dude, and I haven't met him. I've met you guys. There you go.
He just said it. He don't like us. He likes guys.
But I also would like to give him some feedback on his choice of facial hair. I think he could do a better shape for his face.
I like his hair. It's pretty cool.
His hair's pretty cool.
His hair is cool, but it's just his beard style he's got. I think he could do better.
Probably.
Kind of that K-Fed thing going on there. Guys, if you're just joining us in the chat, we have Chris from Kuhn Products with us today, and so ask your questions in the chat. I promise you, I will star them, and we will get the questions to him. Also, we have Copper John's Melissa just jumped on. Don't know if she's already jumped off, but guys, please remember to join the Monday Night Mayhem Monday night. She will be on there with Chief and Dino, and we appreciate everybody being here. Chris, just moving right along from their questions. I don't have the wit that these two gentlemen do, but for the questions. But I just want to ask you real quick. When did you start your company? Tell us a little bit about Chris, the Chris family, and Kuhn Products. How did it all come about?
Yeah, so like I was saying before, I've always had like a goatee as long as I can remember. I never really grew it out. But I always had some sort of facial hair. So we moved here to Utah, start work whatever, and then I meet a guy, Justin, who's now is part of Kuhn Products, and we were just talking. We became friends, and we decided to grow our beards out. So grew our beards out, and I started looking into beard products and stuff. And we had started a business. I had my own business for about 8-9 years before that, back in Illinois, and it's hard, man, running your own business, supporting a family. So I promised my wife I'd never do that again. So anywho, we started growing beards out, trying beard products and stuff. And one night, so this was Black Friday of 2018. I'm out of town visiting my family, my wife's family and stuff, and I forgot like my beard balm, whatever that I had at the time. And so I just was like, well, all right, it's late. It's Black Friday. It's like midnight. Walgreens looks open. I'll jump in there and see if they got something. Grabbed something off the shelf and got in the car, and then like almost passed out from disappointment. Like when I opened it, it was just the worst crud I'd ever like seen, used, smelled. It was just junk, man. It was freaking. I'm just like, some company took the time to make this crap, and somebody convinced Walgreens to buy lots of this crap. Like, this is terrible. So I was just pissed because I just forgot my beer stuff, whatever. And so when we got back to her, I think it was her mom's house that night, I was like, I'm just gonna jump online and see about making it. So I just started looking into it. Come to find out, her neighbor had like beehive, couple beehives, and so he had some rendered wax. He gave me some wax, and I heard some butter and like shea butter and stuff. And so a couple of days later, I was just kind of mixing it all together. And I'm like, all right, I could probably make this. And I wanted it thick. That's another thing too. Like there's a lot of guys, even I still like to use beard butter, but my beard's super thick. And so I'd like trying these different brands, whatever, and be like, all right. And it would just never be stiff at all. It was like just I couldn't find anything worth a darn that would like freaking hold this thing in place. Right. And so I was like, I'm just going to add some more beeswax. So I finally sort of settled on a recipe, ended up being 30% beeswax, and then shea and mango butter, and then the oils that I picked out and made it. And it was like, all right, this is perfect. Like it was stiff and it held my beard in place. So then once I found a couple, like I modified it a little bit and made some containers. So then it just kind of took off from there.
When you first started, what, 10 years ago, Chris?
This was now 20. So when I first started growing my beard, or Kuhn Products?
Making Kuhn.
So that would have been 2019. I think May 2019 is when I like officially filed for the LLC.
Okay. When you first started making it and you're like, oh, this is great, I'm going to start selling this. How has it improved in the 10 years?
Oh yeah. That's the thing. Really, the presentation is what's improved. Like I still use the exact same recipes that I started with. So I haven't changed a thing. I haven't changed ingredients. Still use the same cold pressed oils and unrefined. Like I haven't changed a thing. It's just been a matter of now refining the scents and better in the presentation. Like for example, when I first started, right, like the wooden labels here, I kind of did those by hand with a wooden
burner.
Like wood burning kit, whatever. And dude, it took forever. So then I upgraded and finally got a brand now that I heat up and then and burn those. So it's all the improvements have been about presentation and then scalability, but the recipes have stayed exactly the same.
So that's still hand burned on every single one of those?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Because that's the thing. Like it's easier. So I got a laser cutter because that's what I cut them out with now. Different from the leather that I use to the mostly just wooden labels. Like I'm making hundreds of those circles, whatever. I tried doing it on a laser cutter. It just looks like a laser cutter did it. It's not freaking raw and rugged and So some of my customers got it with the laser cutter on there. Don't worry. We did away with those. So I do them all by hand. In fact, that's what I got to do probably later tonight is do another couple hundred tonight.
So Chris, those are leather? Like
so I got some, like for example, like on the candles, my wooden wick candles on the top. Here, I'll show you.
Yeah, them wooden wick ones, man, those crackle. That sounds really cool.
Yeah. Agree.
So there's leather on top of the candles. So I cut out and with the logo on there. So I cut those out with the laser cutter and stuff. Like on my cool cowboy hat. But that's what all the laser that I use, or all the leather that I use is cut out from the laser cutter. That's the easiest way to do it. It's super easy.
Do you dye it and all that stuff yourself? Or
yeah. That's the fun part. That's the best. That's what I like. So like I love obviously making products, products that work well and smell well and everything like that. But the funnest part is just like finding sort of creativity, like, and being sort of an artist in whatever it is that I make, you know what I mean? And so, like I want ideally what I would like to have happen is people look at or people have a container or a can or whatever. And like, maybe this is empty, but it's like, I don't want to throw that away. It looks so cool. You know what I mean? Or like the beard oil, right? Like I want it to be like, when you're done with it, you're like, man, I don't want to throw that away. Look how that looks cool. And you know what I mean? Like, so I like doing that. I want to sort of marry the best, with the coolest products so that it works well, but also just looks cool.
Well, we've talked about this before. You buy with your eyes kind of first. So that impression of the cool bottle, the leather, the branding kind of pulls you in a little bit. And then you start looking into the profile and the carrier blend and all that. And it sucks you in. So that's the idea. I mean, it's tricky. There's so many beard companies, a lot of really good ones too, right? So you just
it's just figuring out how to stand out and be memorable.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's challenging.
Before Dino gets into some questions I know he's got as well, Born Bearded Dave, who's also a product reviewer, Chris, asked, can I ask what your beeswax percentage difference in your butter and your balm?
Yeah, for sure. 30%. So I use 30% beeswax in the balm and then 5% beeswax in the beard butter, which I know is like controversial. There's got some purists that don't want any beeswax in there, which I get. For me, just seems to like offer a little bit of hold without being really heavy.
Right. Well, and guys, you can try Kuhn Products, and using Amigos 30 will save you 30% tonight. So go ahead and check them out and see if maybe there's something that might pique your interest.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff over there, unique stuff. You should check it out.
So speaking of product wise, is there anything on the horizon that you're working on, like a new type of product? Anything on the horizon that you got your eyes set on?
Yeah, the next thing that I plan on doing is deodorant.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like for sure. Not only like is it something I've been thinking about for a long time, but it's probably what I get requested the most when it comes to just when I get emails from customers and stuff and they got ideas or questions. A lot of it's just, hey, you thought about making deodorant? I'm like, yeah.
Right.
I'm getting there.
Right.
So that's probably the next thing.
Nice. Now in your catalog of beard oils, I got to ask you, what is your most popular? What do you sell the most of out of all your beard oil scent profiles? Which one?
So hands down, Utah Summer.
Utah Summer.
That one, a lot of the scents are popular, but that one just, I would say, like one out of every probably 3 beard oils that I sell is a Utah Summer. 1 out of every 4, maybe. Like, it's pretty popular.
What makes it special?
It's just got a unique profile. Like, it's not too sweet. It's like it's a really good summer scent. That's why I call it Utah Summer. Like, it's just the way a summer scent should feel. It should be light. It should be sort of fruity-ish, and so that's what Utah Summer is. So I think that's why it's so popular. Like those types of scents, that lighter, fruitier type scents, those tend to be sort of generally speaking like more well accepted and that kind of thing.
What's the one scent profile where you're like, you know what, this one makes me proud? I did it. The one that you were like, man, I got it put together, and I'm so happy I did this one. Made you proud when you got it done.
Birchwood. Because that was the first one, and that's one's still my favorite.
Nice.
That's what I wear pretty much all the time.
That's the OG, huh?
Yeah. And I get so sick of the scents individually. Like, I've just been smelling every day, all day for however many years, like literally. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm so tired of all of them. So, like, I should say all of them. Man, Birchwood and Hickory, those ones are two I just go back because, like, I just don't. Not only do they not get old, but I do like wearing cologne. And like the cologne that I use from this company, Sense of Wood, out of Park City, and all of their profiles are exactly that sense of wood. And so I love that. So I try to I like to wear their cologne. I like to sort of get inspiration. But that's just the best smelling cologne ever, and I just don't get sick of it. So I can help mask these scents that I am tired of.
Right. Now, are there? Oh, go ahead.
It's all you.
Okay. Are there any scent notes that you don't like working with? Is there like something where you're like, yep, I'm not doing a scent profile? Anything?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, like. I don't really like fennel black licorice at all.
Oh,
I know.
Thank you.
But a lot of people do. So it's like one of those things where it's like, I don't really like that, but I'm like, but man, if I can figure out how to make it work.
Right.
And so that's kind of the thing. Like any scent that I don't necessarily like working with, there's also a challenge to, all right, let's see if we can make something out of this. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Well, guys, I owe a quick apology. It's Bob and Terry just mentioned not having a luck with Amigos 30. That's because
did you type in
AMIGO?
It's Amigo.
There you go, Amigo.
Take the S out. That I apologize. I did put it in the chat. It is Amigo 30. Will save you 30%. Again, it wouldn't be a show unless Santa Tom messed something up.
It's just one of the Amigos.
What are they being?
Right. It's just one guy. Chris, you like wood scents. Do you have a box handy? One of the wood boxes that you make?
Oh, I think so. Yeah. 1 second. I think so.
Again, guys, Amigo 30 will save you 30%. My apologies. Thank you for bringing that to my attention, Bob or then Terry. Appreciate that so much. Guys, don't also forget tonight, directly after our show, the Bearded Respect will be having a community night. Make sure you tune in for that. Support the Respect. They have much respect from the Trace Amigo with an S. Not just one Trace Amigo, but all three Trace Amigos.
Yep.
The Amigo.
Yep.
Bob and Terry says, "Thanks, Tom. You're the man, no matter what this clause says."
I thought I had them, and now I can't find them. But this is what they look like, sort of in there.
Well, that's for butter.
I try to make butter or balm, right? So I make multiple of these. So then when somebody orders it, say they want it because you can get it in light or dark stain. So I keep them like this. When they order light, then I'll put the light stain on. They order dark, then I'll put the dark stain on here, and then put the corner protectors and hinges and stuff on there. But and then the oil is a little bit wider. Looks like this. But yeah, man, that was a freaking man. That was fun. It's fun making those boxes because at first they sucked. Nobody wanted them. Like I just could not get just wasn't right. Like it took for a while, and then I finally added these corner pieces, and then got everything right, and then people like started buying them. And I was like, wow, it worked.
Do those come with the oil, or is that like a drop down special? A couple dollars more, or does that go with every single oil?
Oh yeah, so the boxes are extra; they're separate. So you can get like a gift set where you get a couple of boxes, a couple of oils and balms, whatever, a couple of soaps.
Okay. Wait, soap?
Yeah. Wait a minute. Yeah. Soap?
Nobody said soap.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and then we mix soap and co-wash. Co-wash is probably the most popular when it comes to anything of the washing variety.
The washing variety. What do your soaps go for, and how much do they weigh? Are they 5, 6, 4.5? What are they?
Yeah, about 4.5 ounces. Oh man, I remember I got like a 5-pack and a 10-pack that you can get, and you can buy them individually. I think it's like $7 for one, but you can buy them 5 or 10 packs.
That's a good bargain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Buy them in bulk.
There are, in fact, if you go on there, you can take a look. I try to put a few different sort of gift sets together. You know what I mean? Like, whatever, you get like 3 oils for whatever, or buy 2 oils, 2 balms, 2 butters, and get some soaps or co-wash and some soaps, whatever. So I try to bundle stuff together as best I can.
Nice.
Yeah. I think I might jump on tonight and use that discount code and pick something up. But I definitely like the soap.
You should.
That sounds awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all 3 of us, we probably have 10 or 20 bars of soap sitting there ready to go. Haven't even used yet.
That's the thing, man. You guys, as much product and stuff that you guys use, man. I bet. Yeah.
Well, and for people just even kind of curious, I'm gonna tell you, if you throughout the year, I love buying soaps from different companies, and I'm telling you guys, I put a basket together for like my kids, or at the end of the year, I get it from Stacy at Wicked Wednesday, or any where I try to buy soap from all these. Put a basket together. The kids love them because everybody needs soap and everybody needs deodorant. I hope, right? So they make perfect gifts. And what better way to turn them on to all natural, soaps and deodorants than, hey, you need to try this,
Yeah, totally.
Twitch made a comment, and I believe it was one of the scents you mentioned. See if I can get it here. White Sand is a great scent, and Utah Summer. If y'all haven't tried those by Kuhn, you should. Hey, I haven't tried either one of those, but I think I will take his advice and try that.
Yeah, White Sand's unique too. Like that's sandalwood with some vanilla in there. That one's popular. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I love vanilla. I love it.
Yeah, yeah. That's the thing. Some people do, and some people don't, and I feel bad for those that don't.
Yeah.
Vanilla goes with so many things.
Do you sell soap savers? Why I'm asking? I'll tell you why I'm asking.
Yeah.
Because you're a woodworker, right?
Yeah.
You make all these products. You have a lot of scrap left over, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I did. Yeah. I was actually, I'm trying to remember now if I actually sold them or I think I might have just sold them at the farmer's market. Anyway, for a while in the beginning, I was making soap savers. Yeah, cedar soap savers. I was making them as best I could, and I don't remember how I sold them. I don't think I had them online. Anyway, yeah, so I've made those quite. Yeah, those are cool, man. Soap savers are cool.
I made one out of black walnut, and it.
Oh
yeah,
man! Anything made out of black walnut is dope.
Oh yeah, dope. Looking.
That's cool, man. That's cool. I think that'd be way cool.
I was just asking because you got a lot of wood there, and you're gonna have a lot of throwaway, and why not just rip off some pieces and bam, soap saver.
Yeah, no, you're 100% right, man. That's a great idea. Great idea.
Is your co-wash, is that unscented or can you get it in scent profile or?
Yeah, all the above. You can get it everything that I make. I think virtually everything is available unscented except for palm mix. But anyway, yeah, you get it unscented and all the scents for sure.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep.
Frankie says he's enjoying the Palo Santo and Musk. That sounds up my alley right there.
Yeah, man, that's an older, more sort of musky, mature.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Santo. Yeah. That one's good. Yeah, that one's really good.
Well, I told Chris before the show, whenever Bob and Terry reached out and started telling me about your company, one of the first scents that I was drawn to just because right up my alley is your mahogany. Now we were talking about this. Chief had mentioned that you use a lot of wood soap scents. Now I love sandalwood. I love birch. I love mahogany. It kind of makes me think about what Frankie's kind of talking about here. I don't know if it's just, but it's such a nice, simple, strong, manly, musky scent. I absolutely love it.
Yeah, it's deep, it's rich, it's like leather and stuff like that can be kind of sharp or bitter. Sort of rounded out with this with some orange in there so it's not just all just straight musk. It's some added sweetness and stuff. Yeah, that's a good scent, man.
I was going to ask you, is there something else in it besides the mahogany? But you just answered that. So I think orange would probably be a really good balance with a mahogany.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dino, it is 6:47. You know what time that is?
Time
for the question.
Alrighty. So, Chris, if you could go see any entertainer or celebrity, dead or alive, who would you go see and why?
Oh, yeah, man, that's easy. That's easy. I shouldn't say that's easy. There's a lot of great answers, I feel like, but what's on my mind now is, man, I would love to go and see Alice in Chains in concert.
Yeah.
And meet or hang with, or at least chat with Lane Staley. Yeah, like that's anyway, that's who I would. Yeah.
I could
yeah, the list is long. But that would be cool.
What would you ask him?
Man, what would I ask him?
Right?
Actually, I'd like to think I'd just ask him about, as if I'm meeting anybody, like tell me who you are. Like, I'll tell you a funny story. This guy I used to work with, was telling me about how he was friends with Steve Aoki. And I was like, what? He's like, dude, I can believe it. Cause he it didn't seem like strike me as a type that like was sort of into that. Well, that's why it sort of became friends because anyway, he's from Salt Lake, and I guess Steve used to come up here all the time. And he just happened to like meet him at a party, and he's not into music or anything. So we just asked him like, "Well, what do you do?" And Steve was like, "I do music." He's like, "Oh, you any good?" That kind of thing. Like he had no idea who he was, and that sort of endeared him to Steve Aoki, and so they became friends because he recognized like this dude doesn't know who I am and still wants to get anyway. So I'd like to think that's what I try to play cool like that. Like, hey man, tell me about yourself, and stay away from heroin, please. Yeah.
Kind of like what we're doing here. We're getting to know you a little bit.
Yeah, exactly, man. Exactly. Like it sucks that like old MTV clips are like the closest thing we got to interviewing rock and roll stars when they were happened to be backstage. You know, like it sucks that podcasting and things that wasn't a thing back in the '90s because can you imagine how much great content we get from all these artists that we just can't hear from anymore? You know,
Right.
Yeah, I don't know how old you are, Chris, but do you remember when MTV came on the first time?
Dude, I think so. It was like 84, 85, or 86 or something like that. Yeah. I remember hearing about it. I can't remember what. I remember my mom, I grew up in Omaha, Nebraska, and my dad worked and my mom cleaned houses during the day. And so she'd take me with her when I was in school. And I remember like somebody had cable and MTV came on or something like that. Yeah. But I think it was right around there.
You probably know what was the first video. I think it was Video Killed the Radio Star.
The Radio Star, yeah.
I think that was the first music video. I'm pretty sure. I can't remember what year.
I don't know why I got it stuck in my head. It was either that one or it was Dire Straits, Money for Nothing. I can't remember.
It was definitely Video Killed the Radio Star for sure. That was the first video they played. Yep.
Yeah. The cheesy videos, man. How cheesy were they?
I know. It's classics, man. Classics.
You know what? If I could give anything, I would pay to have MTV be what MTV used to be.
Yes.
You know, it was awesome.
I know.
Right.
Did you stay up late watching Headbangers Ball?
Bro, are you kidding me, dude? Headbangers on what? Yeah. Yeah, man. yeah, man. That was right up my alley, man. I was definitely a metal guy. All my friends were. Yeah. Headbangers Ball was dope. Ricky Rackman, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was cool. That was cool. That was the thing, man, because he got the interviews that I wanted to see. Like he was interviewing or putting out music that I'm like, yeah, freaking lamos, don't listen to this crap, but us, yeah. So like that was finally there was something on there for us metalheads, you know what I mean?
Right.
I looked forward to that and Saturday Night Live when it was real Saturday Night Live.
Right.
Yeah. Missed that so much.
Oh, yeah, that's the thing, man. I would love to go back and see like when Rage Against the Machine was on there that night and they burned that flag or whatever, or whatever else memorable music group back in the day that I just didn't care about for some reason or couldn't stay up that late or whatever.
Yeah, it was rough staying up late, but you had to, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, the comedy was just crazy back then.
Yeah.
I know, man. You had to watch anything, you just had to stay up and watch it, like, or figure out how to record it on the VCR.
Right. Yep.
VCR. What? We didn't have VCR back in the day.
Man, my dad was the one that got suckered. He bought the Betamax. Remember the Betamax one?
Yeah.
His buddy talked to me today. I'm like, these things, there's no way this is the wave of the future. A year later, VCRs came out. And he was so mad.
Mm-hmm.
And then the disc, the laser disc, those giant discs.
Oh, yeah. I had a rich friend that had laser disc. Yeah.
That's the wave of the future.
Right.
I remember watching Ghostbusters on laser disc at my buddy's house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
you guys are just bringing up so many memories from your Headbangers Ball. Then there was I remember wrestling, staying up late to watch wrestling, and then the all famous Benny Hill. Boy, my parents would caught me watching Benny Hill.
Yes. He's a little naughty.
But at time, yes.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But I remember watching Abbott and Costello, black and white, with my dad. God, I love those guys. Yeah, black and white Abbott.
Cool.
Oh,
right.
Yay, Six.
I think the other one you could catch it late night too was all the Three Stooges repeats.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's right, man. As a kid, I remember I thought those guys were so funny.
Yep.
That was the funniest thing I think I ever seen for some reason.
Kay said laser disc, huh?
Oh
man.
Even Laserdisc on a square TV, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, our TVs never got stolen back then because they were like 400 pounds.
right.
Yeah.
Bro. Oh,
And then when one broke, you just stack the other one on top of that one.
Because you ain't got nobody strong enough to pick the old one up.
Right.
yeah, because it was a freaking piece of furniture, man. There was
Yeah.
freaking 500 pounds of wood in those things. Oh, those are
Yeah.
nightmares.
Some
bro.
of them had the stereo built in the side, a record player,
Yep.
Drawers that didn't work.
speakers.
Decoration. Yeah. Ugh.
Mm.
Think
So ugly.
I think a friend of mine, his dad had the deluxe one. It was the big cabinet one, and it had a turntable,
Yeah.
and it had a eight track deck in
Oh,
it, all that stuff. And you're like,
Yeah, that was like top of the line. Laser just
holy crap.
clear.
Right.
Man. Where are we going to be in 20 years with television? I don't know.
Huh.
Yeah, we were the room. Yes.
Right.
Click.
Yep.
No. Click. No.
Hey says, sorry, I missed. Right. Some of y'all didn't have to worry about all that. I can remember my dad, I'd be in my room, you know, do whatever. I don't even know. I shouldn't even say that. But my dad would call me in the room or call me in the living room. I'd come in there and, hey, could you change the channel?
Right?
yeah. Yeah.
Well, Santa, do you remember the remote when it came out for that? It had two buttons, click, and they clicked, click, click, and that was it.
Right. And I
nothing
believe that was on a cord.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's terrible times, man. Those are rough times for TV watching.
And we drank from a hose.
Yep.
Oh, start talking about TV. Everybody, the chat just started lighting up.
Yep.
Right.
So, Chris, tell me a little bit, and just for the folks out here that may not know. So, when we say co-wash, explain that a little bit. Okay, so we got beard wash, we've got beard conditioner. Explain a little bit what co-wash is.
Yeah, so let's talk about like what beard wash, beard shampoo, right? Synonymous. Typically, those are gonna be like if you look at the ingredients, it'll be like water and then probably sodium lauryl sulfate, something like that, and then a number of other ingredients. So it's basically a wash, foams up really good, and washes and cleans your beard. And then you've got what people typically apply, what you definitely should if you're going to wash your beard with one of those, apply conditioner, which doesn't contain any of the sulfates or anything. It's basically all the ingredients are there to sort of nourish everything that you just sort of stripped out of it. Well, a co-wash is sort of a combination of those two. So there's a really mild cleanser in there that I use, decoglucose, and super mild, does a good job cleaning your beard, and then the remainder of the ingredients are really just everything that kind of condition your beard. So it's like a typical, if you just use a beard wash, like the recommendation is maybe 2 or 3 times a week or whatever, because they can strip your beard pretty well, as any shampoo could. If you were to, like, that's why they say you don't shampoo your hair every day, go every other day, whatever. Well, that's because most shampoos are just harsh, and so it's just really dry. So if you're not using a conditioner as well, whether that's for your hair or for your beard, like, you're doing yourself a disservice. You have to condition in your beard for sure, 100%. In the shower, especially, dude, like, that's the worst thing. I'm at the farmer's market right up in Ogden, and I'll ask dudes, hey, what do you wash your beard with? I don't know, like bar soap, Irish Spring, whatever's there. I'm just like, bro, don't. I don't care if you use my co-wash or not. Do not wash your beard. Because everybody watching this is probably aware of this, but don't wash your beard with bar soap or just regular old shampoo. That's terrible. Anywho, if you do happen to do something terrible like that, at least condition it. You should always condition. So for me, the reason I made a co-wash is because I have to wash my beard every day. I have to. I wash it every day, and I needed something that was like gentle enough to do that. And so I first tried like shampoo and then conditioner, and then I was like, I heard about co-wash, so I did a bunch of research on co-wash and what that looked like, and I was like, oh, all right, let's try to make that. So that's what I did. I made co-wash, and that's what I went because it just cleans really well, keeps my beard super soft, and that's like, I always tell everybody when guys are like, hey, my beard's so dry, this and that. I'm like, all right, well, what do you wash it with?
Right.
Because if you're the guy that's washing your beard with Irish Spring, which is a terrible idea, but if you do that and then you get out of the shower and you're like, beard oil is not doing anything for my beard, it's like, bro, that's because it's freaking probably feels like it's a straw right now from that freaking Irish Spring crap. So I can't imagine if you put beard oil in there, it's going to do much. You
Right.
freaking ruined it. You know what I mean? So, co-washes so that it can be used daily and your beard stays super, super moisturized.
So your beard wash, is it a gentle wash, like a pH of 5 or like under?
Oh, it's super gentle. Yeah, we wash our dogs with it.
Okay.
Obviously, I wash my hair and my beard. Yeah, it's super mild, super mild.
Yeah. How long do you recommend leaving your conditioner on your beard? Because I have probably a different view than you.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know. Like, there's probably some study that's been done that I just got to read about as far as how long it actually takes for whatever is here to sit in there a couple minutes. I just do it right away, jump in the shower, get my beard wet, put my co-wash in, rub it in really good, and then go about the rest of my shower. And then at the very end, I'll rinse it out. So I try to keep it in there a few minutes just because I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like probably 3 times that long. I'll do it at the sink, and then I'll do my other hygiene, things, brush your teeth and all that stuff, maybe shave. So this stuff's in my conditioner's in my beard for 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes. And then I get in the shower, wash everything, and then I rinse out the conditioner. Hey, Anthony.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
I feel like you can't moisturize a condition too much. Like, I don't even know if that's even possible. I think that's a great idea. Yeah. People gotta be, that's the thing, man. Like, I feel like we're getting better as a sort of male population when it comes to like keeping our beard tidy and things like that. And then that's just going to naturally progress into skincare and stuff too, right? Like, it's good to moisturize your beard, but also as we're getting on, man, you got to moisturize your skin.
Well, have you noticed that men that take care of their beards take care of most of the things in their life, their health, their hair, their nails, their wife, their house, their car? Yeah.
Yeah. The guys that don't take care of their beards are homeless. Just joking.
I've looked homeless a couple times when I woke up.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Chris, Bob and Terry would like to know how you would describe Bear Canyon.
Oh yeah, I wrote a little sort of spiel on there. I don't even know if I put it on the website yet. Anyway, it's pine. It's basically what it is. Like, there's some eucalyptus in there, and there's some fir in there, and there's a little bit of like earthiness to it, so it's not just crazy piney, because I can't stand that. But anyway, that's what Bear Canyon is. So Bear Canyon is named after this canyon that is just right on the mountains near my house. It's a gorgeous canyon, man. Like, I love going up there, hiking up there, walking around up there. And in the wintertime especially, it's covered in snow, and so you're walking on top of the snow, and you got these pine trees, and it's just the freshest of fresh air, because it's cool mountain spring that never freezes. It's flowing underneath the ice, and it's just awesome. The most amazing thing. And so that's sort of me, 2 things: paying homage to that, and then also that it was just we requested for that all the time. We need some pine. I want something pine this, pine that. So I'm like,
fine pine, let's go.
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, but it's good. Like, when I was, so we tried a while ago, we were trying to do a GoFundMe to release. I wanted to release 3 cents, and GoFundMe didn't work out. So as I was going around doing different things, talking to customers, I sponsor a pro disc golfer, and I went to one of his tournaments and set up a booth, asking people to test out like different scents, right? Of the 3 scents that I was thinking of releasing. And this one just got really, I mean, it seemed like they all got pretty good feedback, but it seemed like this one just more than the rest where people are like, oh, that's probably my favorite. And so that's why I decided to release that one, because it just seemed like it got the overwhelming majority as far as what people voted on.
Chris, I don't know how much you know about me, but I'm a huge foodie. I love my foodie scents. Do you offer foodie scents, and how much of a food real smell is it?
Man, no, I don't have any. I mean, there's nothing really. No, I mean, Black Sea smells like plum, but that's not really a foodie thing. No, none of them really foodie. Yeah.
Okay. You had me at plum. Santa. Santa.
Well, I mean, tobacco, cherry pie. Yeah, that's probably the closest one that I can think of that I would. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I've never honestly, like, that's probably the first time that my brain has looked at scents in a food way. I feel like I'm forming some new pathways there, because I'm always looking at scents from a wood, outdoorsy, earthy kind of a scent. Like, that's where I'm starting from. I don't think I've ever come from a food direction before. Interesting.
You call me up, man. We'll make a food scent. Oh, baby.
What describe for me a scent that you like that encapsulates that sort of food type scent?
Man, where do I start, dude? I've got so many. I've got banana cream pie. I've got pineapple upside down cake. I've got bubblegum flavor. I've got things with marshmallow, things that smell like s'mores. Help me out, Dino. What else we got?
You got one orange and chocolate.
Chocolate, yeah. Oh, Agent Orange, yes, sir.
Yep.
Yep. I like Sprite 7-Up scents. What else do you know?
Dang.
Well, a scent that Chief and I both like, and it's kind of food, but we like our black licorice.
Oh, yeah.
I know,
Don't
man.
watch him shaking his head. Don't watch him shaking his head. Watch us shake our heads. Yes.
We got the one that's like that Little Debbie snack cake.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That one smells good. Man, there's so many food scents out there that both you and I have.
There's one with like 5 different chocolates.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. See, I feel like, man, I would imagine there's companies that would probably do a better job of that than me. So I'm like, man, let them own that.
Okay, let them own that. What about coffee?
Yeah. I can't stand coffee. Can't stand the smell of coffee. I can't. I think what it is. Here's what it is. To be honest with you, it's PTSD from when I was a kid and smelled my grandma's breath. It just reeked of coffee all the time. And ever since then, I'm like, I can't stand the smell of coffee. Why do people drink that crap? So no coffee for me. But at the same time, like, that's no disrespect, because I know there's a lot of good coffee scents out there, and people dig that. I've had it been requested of me itself, so that's by no means a dig.
Well,
but
coffee.
I can't stand the scents I work with now. I can't imagine having
coffee. Could be coffee, black coffee.
Right.
Coffee could be a latte, a chai tea. You know, that kind of realm. You know, the different teas.
Totally.
Yeah.
Chris, I'm probably lean more towards where you're at. I'm not a coffee scent person. The coffee just kind of, but hey, nothing against it. I know a lot of people like them. It just smells like, you spilt coffee in your beer. Now you're wearing it all day. And the food scents, I could probably count on 2 fingers how many food scents of about 400 bottles of oil I have. So the difference between the 2 Tres Amigos on this side and me is totally different. And but
now that I'm analyzing it, for me, I think the reason I steer more towards the woodsy and stuff is just, I remember just as a kid, whatever, if I had a girl I was seeing or something and I caught a whiff and she had good perfume in there, it'd be like, man, she smells good. And then as I was wearing cologne, and girls would be like, oh, what's that? That smells good. I just remember getting all these reactions from like the very first cologne that I wore that I distinctly remember people complimenting on was called Minotaur. And it was like it's hard to describe. It was like a cedary sandalwood scent, and it smelled amazing. And I'd wear different colognes after that and everything, but I still never got the compass of that. And so I think for me, like that's why that always stuck to me, is I want to smell woodsy and musky and stuff, because that's what I responded to, but it seems like for me that's what the opposite sex responded to. And so yeah, let's wear more of that. I think that's why I'm there.
Right.
So we were talking to old school stuff. Do you ever think about doing a scent that maybe has a hint of Aquanet?
Oh man.
Not only no, but hell no. Oh, Aquanet, dude. Terrible stuff of nightmares, man.
Oh man.
High school pictures from kids in the 80s, girls in the 80s with their bangs. Well, that's Aquanet. I can't stand the smell of that stuff.
That's the new thing with Chief now. We're trying to get somebody to make an Aquanet, and we're trying to get somebody to make a licorice with cherry and cognac.
Yeah.
So yeah. We're on a mission.
Yeah. Well, God bless you, man. I wish you the best on that mission, but
he's not biting. He's not biting.
Yeah.
To be fair, I did have my fill of Aquanet last night. I was at the AC/DC concert, so there were some big hair girls, and I'm like, yeah, I remember that smell. That's Aquanet.
Telling you, it smells so good.
Well, I mean, it smells good. Like for me, the way like racing fuel smells good. I love the smell of racing fuel, but I wouldn't want to necessarily put that on my face. I don't think I would.
Nitromethane. Absolutely.
Racing fuel does smell really good.
It does.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Bishop would like to know, can you explain where the idea of white sands come from? And then Bob and Terry follows that up before you answer that. White sand is so rich, warm, and luxurious.
Yeah, white sand is just my way of saying vanilla and sandalwood. White being vanilla, sand being sandalwood. So that's it. It's pretty. I mean, it's a pretty simple scent overall. It's not super complex, at least what I would consider complex. But if you like, I mean, I put you like this. Whenever I describe sandalwood and vanilla, is if you like either sandalwood or vanilla, even a little bit, I think you should dig it. I think you'd like it. If you don't like sandalwood at all and you can't stand vanilla, stay away. But if you're cool, like if you can even remotely stand each one of those, white sand's really good. A little bit of smokiness in there.
Aquatic. Anything aquatic?
Probably Misty Mountain would be my closest thing to that. I guess it's supposed to smell like sort of fresh rain. Black Sea, maybe not so aquatic. No, I would say probably Misty Mountain would be the closest to that, which is why that was really popular too, I think. Like, I think when you get lighter, fruitier, sort of anything on the higher note, higher scent range, like that just tends to be more popular. Anytime you get like where the lower notes stand out, musky, cedary, sandalwood, like there's just not as many people are as drawn to those as there with the lighter ones.
Cool.
Well, guys, we're going to start wrapping up. If you guys got any final questions or any comments, Dino and Chief, we're going to get ready to start getting ready for the next follow-up show, which is the Bearded Respect. So to give you guys a chance to ask any final questions, and Chris, and any final thoughts that you have as well. Dino, you got anything, brother?
I want to say, man, it was awesome having you on here. I'm glad I got to see your products, because I really didn't know about you, just because we get pulled in so many directions.
Yeah.
And seeing your stuff, and I love how unique. I love the fact that you put the personal touch on all your products with the labeling, how you do your bottles and the woodworking. That's really cool. And just hearing you say that you do it by hand and you don't laser etch, man, that is like dedication to giving somebody a personal product. So that's awesome, man. And thank you for coming on. And if I can ever do anything for you, please reach out to me. You will be seeing an order from me tonight, because I'm going to get myself some products. So thank you very much, brother. Much love.
Cool,
and
man. Thank you.
You'll be hearing from me.
Yeah. Cool, man. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Chris, we appreciate you coming on, and everybody in the chat, as always. Wouldn't be a show without you guys. I'm going to echo what he said. The hand done, the wood burning on the leather, and the hand cutting, and You still got all 10 of your fingers, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
You're a success.
I'm healthy.
Then. Yeah, absolute good work.
Yeah.
Good worker then.
Thanks.
Yeah. And always good time with my brothers up here, and appreciate you joining us tonight, getting to know you a little bit. And I'm probably going to jump on there and check out that soap and stuff too, since you don't have any food sense.
Yeah. Thanks for having me. Thanks for just, highlighting all the different beer companies and stuff out there. Like you guys do, like there's the market is so big. There's plenty of room for everybody. You know what I mean? So I appreciate you spotlighting all that, because there's a lot of good companies out there.
Yeah. Thanks for taking us a trip down to the 80s with us too.
Yeah. Sorry, I won't have any Aquanet Sins coming anytime soon.
Last question, Bob and Terry want to know: is smoke still available?
Yeah, just shoot me. Like if you place an order, put it in the notes that you want smoke. I still got some.
Nice. Well, Chris, any final thoughts? Any parting words you'd like to say?
Man, I just want to say, like, thank you for all the support that everybody shows, and love everybody shows one another. Like that's cool. Like it's, yeah. I mean, that's what it's all about, man. Just being a part of a community base that just supports one another. You know what I mean? Like I appreciate that. So thank you.
Absolutely. Well, we thank you for coming on the show and telling us your story. We thank everybody in the chat for joining us tonight, guys. We pride ourselves being a show of much respect and honoring our guests, and we thank you guys for doing just that. We want to thank Chris from Kuhn. Please remember, how long is that code good for, Chris?
Oh, I would say at least, I mean, I don't think I'll take it off before the evening is over, before, say, midnight.
There we go. So head on over to kuhnproducts.com, and Amigo singular 30 will save you 30%, guys. Remember, next week we have Bearded Death coming on the show. Dan, great guy. We love having these beer company owners on the show. So make sure you join us next week. Make sure you tune into the Bearded Respect night. Chris, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you so much. And guys, until next week, stay good, stay positive, as the great Dan C says, and always be kind to one another, guys. We'll see y'all later.